Welcome back to JB Reviews. I found the cheapest car you can buy right now here in America, and it's surprisingly good. I'm here at Jerry Seiner. If you would like to purchase this or any other Buick GMC, be sure to reach out to Frank. Let him know you saw the video. Let's go and check out the window sticker so you guys can see just how cheap this car is. This 2024 Buick Envista Preferred is the entry level. Here are the colors and the powertrain. And this is some of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it. I'm not gonna go through every single thing here, but you guys can see some of the technology and interior and exterior features. Now, base price is $22,400, and here are some of the options that were added to this Envista. Convenience package for $1295. Advanced safety package is right here. And then that color is actually $495 charge. So destination here at $1095, you have a total price of $25,880. And then here's some of the Philly comment numbers down below. So you can get 32 on the highway, 28 in the city with 30 combined. One thing that is shocking about this Envista is that it comes standard with LED headlights, high and low beam, and accent lights up front. You can see that the grille sits low. It looks like a European car, more or less. You can see the Buick badge up front, and you have a silver accent down below. I probably would like to see that maybe black on this color, but it's not that big of a deal. A little bit of chrome up front too. Off to the side, you have an alloy wheel, 17-inch, wrapped in a Continental tire. These are pretty good tires, and it's a 225/60. Plastic fender flares, and then down below, they finished that also in plastic. Here's a better view of the side. And the sun is really helping this color too. They do give you a painted mirror cap. Turn signals are on the mirrors as well. You can see here, blind spot monitoring, smart key system, so it does come pretty loaded. See some of the chrome that runs above the windows, and this plastic trim piece has a nice design into it. This is where we're gonna fill up at. It's a push open. And now here, they do have LED taillights. Now, you probably noticed up front, there are no parking sensors. It's the same story out back. You probably have to move up to a higher trim level to get that. And then, this is a Sportback too. It's definitely the cheapest Sportback you can buy, because Mercedes and BMW, maybe another competitor, makes this type of design. A little bit of storage on the sides there too. And this is removable as well. Backup cameras right here. And let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about this 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. You heard me correctly. This is a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine, 1.2 liter displacement, 137 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 6-speed transmission. Let's see how fast it is. Here we go. Even though this is one of the cheapest cars you can buy in America, they did a really good job on the interior. Here's the door card. Very soft touch right here, but for the most part, everything else is gonna be hard plastic. Power windows, power door locks. You can lock out the glass too in the rear if you have small kids. Power seat with lumbar support too. Very shocking. Telescoping steering wheel, automatic headlights, and check this out. This pops out here. And you can pretty much dim down this 8-inch screen, also an 11-inch screen too. And if you're wondering, this does have Apple CarPlay wirelessly too. You have 2 USBs, you have a Type A and a Type C down below, 12 volts there. Lane keep assist, auto stop start, which you can disable. Then here's the gear selector here. If you have it in manual mode, you can select your own gears, and you have electronic parking brake, a little bit of storage right here, and then here's the center console. For the most part, these seats definitely feel small, and I'll kind of go over the comfort here in a second, but you have heated seats for the driver and passenger up front, single climate control. They have the air vents down low too. but very basic interior, but it does come pretty well appointed. Your gauge cluster is customizable. If you hold this button down right here, you guys will be able to see you have gauge 1, which is where we are, gauge 2, vehicle information, also your infotainment, so for your audio. Lastly, they have a clean screen too, which looks like this. On this side, you have your audio controls. You cannot pull these things out like on other models, but you can pretty much have this already pre-set up for you from the manufacturer. Traction controls inside of here, and then they show you some of your maintenance too. And this is where you're going to reset your trip from as well. Home screen is right there, so you can go to your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto through here. Climate controls on the screen too, so if you want to push it on, actually let's see, if you push it on down here, this is what it looks like on the screen, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the interior. At the very top here, your vanities are illuminated. You have incandescent bulbs for the interior, and that's not surprising. Most of the lower trim levels have these types of lighting setups here. Your dash has a nice design to it. Down below, you have your glove box. Now this seat is manually operated, so it's not power on both sides. And let's go ahead and check out the back. My seat is pretty much all the way back, and I can sit behind myself. I'm 6'1", so a 6'1" person could sit behind me, probably even a little bit taller. USBs, Type A, Type C out back. Seat back pockets on the passenger seat only, and this is a 60/40 bench. You can also put the headrest down for more visibility. Alright, we're gonna do a quick drive in this in Vista, and one thing I'll tell you guys up front is this little car is really good. If you need something to drive and you need something cheap and you don't want to get a used car, this will do the trick. It's really easy to maneuver. The steering is nice and stiff. There's not a lot of road noise from the tires, and despite that 0 to 60 that you guys saw, this car is peppy down low. Like, I think when you're riding around town, you won't miss the power, but if you are doing a lot of highway driving, this might feel a little underpowered. I mean, 3-cylinder engine, it's a small displacement engine, so yeah, you're gonna really feel the lack of power this car has. But apart from that, I mean, you're gonna get better fuel economy for sure. But when you're just cruising around town, this is actually pretty comfortable. The seats are kind of in the middle of stiff and soft. Not too soft, not too stiff. But I love the way this car feels on the road. And the tires, again, great road noise at this speed. And we'll get on the highway here in a second so you guys can hear how it sounds. Performance at 65. So yeah, it's not fast at these higher speeds, but around town, city driving, this thing will feel really comfortable. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, those are things that pretty much come standard now, even on these cheaper cars. And having the wireless Apple CarPlay, I think a lot of people would be satisfied with something like this. I mean, this is kind of the future. I mean, cars have gotten so expensive. If you're not towing a trailer, if you're not carrying around a lot of kids, this is the next best thing. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.